Yo, what's going on, guys? We're going to be doing Hyper Gank Evelynn jungle. We're not going to be doing as much farming as you'd normally see Evelynn do, but we are going to be getting our ward down. Get a ward down, we'll pick up a Oracle Lens. It is safer to farm on her before you're level 6 than anything else. But if you have easy lanes to gank like Mundo or Lux, you can definitely go in for more ganks. The enemies are cheesing us right now. That's really ambitious what they're going for there. Their level 1 isn't that great. Our level 1's not great either, but typically when you see invades, it's one side has clearly a stronger level 1 than the other side. Just gonna walk this guy over. I'm gonna take W level 2. I want to keep my HP full. If the enemy jungler has a dash or some kind of kill pressure over you, you want to keep your HP high. If you take your E at level 2, you lose a lot of HP. Right now we're full HP. And we haven't even used a refill potion, so there's that. You don't want Ravenous Hunter or Relentless Hunter on Evelynn right now. With how overtuned so many items are, you kind of just want Ultimate Hunter in this setup. You can go Futures Market and high E level. Otherwise, I like Cosmic Insight. Cosmic Insight's really nasty. Still don't want to gank before level. Very rarely do I gank level 2 on Evelynn. I only do it if my bot lane's really freaking good and they have like a Nautilus or something. But typically for your first clear out, you still want to do at least 5 camps, if not a full 6. I should have gotten my ward down on opposite side. Looks like my top lane and mid lane didn't ward for it. I was a little bit worried about an invade since enemies were being aggressive. You just kind of got to weigh out the pros and cons. But another thing I could have done was ask Ezreal or my mid laner to ward, and I'm sure they would have. I just wasn't bothering to communicate because I was focused on the video. Gromp heals you like a mofo, so you can actually take him at the same time like this. If you struggle with this type of thing, don't bother. Don't feel like you have to, because this is risky. If he shows up, it could put me in a really bad spot. But if you do want to take your Evelynn to the next level, then at some point you should learn how to do that. We're going to go ahead and hit our other potion. You can use W on Scuttle Crab, especially if you know if the enemy jungler isn't here. But if you think you're going to have to fight the enemy jungler, you don't really want to waste your W. It takes so long to charge anyways that you can take its shield off pretty fast without using your W. Looks like Gragas isn't here. We're going to go gank top. Mundo's just chilling. We're going to run up behind him. Don't scare him. Ganking people who don't have dashes is perfect for Evelynn since she doesn't have a real dash. We're going to run him down. Just walk with him. Take a little walk. It is good. As I've cleared my full jungle and it's starting to respawn, we could definitely reset if we're low here. Since we're still full HP, I want to leech as much minion XP as possible. Me and Ezreal are both getting like 60% of the total. Ooh. I think it's more like 80%. We're both getting 80% total minion XP. So technically, we're getting a surplus there by splitting the wave. He's going to get a turret plate off of it as well. First item back on Evelynn. Generally, you want Hextech Alternator. It gives you the most item options on her possible because you can still go Night Harvester or Hextech Rocket Belt. And yeah, I kind of want to get a Dark Still here as well, so I'm going to wait. Generally, if you have to wait for more than 30 gold, you don't want to. It's just, in this situation, since I'm fed, I really want an early Dark Still. If I should have stole some minions. If I was paying attention to how much gold I had, I could have wiped a few minions and we would have had the gold for this on the way back. Generally, when you're deciding between Night Harvester or Rocket Belt, one of the main considerations is, do they have heavy duty skill shots like Lux, Snare, and R? Hextech Rocket Belt can be really useful for dodging it. And Hextech Rocket Belt's also, I'd say it's a better early game item. For late game, I would actually kind of put my money on Night Harvester. I feel like Hextech Rocket Belt with its flat damage mobility for early ganks is just super, super valuable. Either way though, whichever one you do decide to go for, whichever reason, you can't really go wrong with either one. They both give so much value on Evelynn that either way it's a really good item purchase. He should die. Yeah, there he goes. We're gonna hit level 6 here. If you do get a successful gank and you leech some minions, you should be hitting level 6 before the 7-minute mark on Evelynn. If you have 0 kills, you should be hitting level 6 before like the 8-minute mark. But like I said, ideally you're hitting it before 7. Now we're going to push out. Since we are level 6, we're going to go ahead and skip Gromp. We already have our power spike. We want to go use our ultimate if possible. We're sitting on Hex Tech Alternator as well. Lots of damage. Lux is chilling. I don't know if we can kill her here. Probably not. Yeah, probably not. Unless Victor shoves it. We'll check to see if Gragas is here. He's not. It's possible to kill her, but I really need Victor to shove the wave. He's taking forever. I'm not even going to use R. Since Victor used his R, there's no reason for me to use mine. If enemies are going to sit under their turret and let massive tsunamis crash, it makes it really easy to dive them. You just W, walk up, and proc. I have no clue where Gragas is, so I'm going to pull this all the way out. We want to try to do it as safely as possible. We're going to keep pulling it out. Now we're going to move on to Scuttle. We can go gank something with our R. Our R's up. We don't really want to go back into our jungle. If we were super low on HP, it would be possible, or it would make sense. But since we're still full HP with R, we kind of want to stay present on the map. Senna's under turret. I don't think Gragas... Ooh, he is. Yeah, he's a goner. We've been taking his camps. He's struggling. Not bad. Typically, when it comes to ganks, you want to let Evelynn tank first, especially if her R's up. Another huge reason why she's really good at tanking first is because of her E movement speed. 30% movement speed for 2 seconds is huge, so you can land your Q, E, and start running away and still applying your last Qs, since obviously everything after your first Q, you don't have to stop still to cast it. Go ahead and keep picking up more of our... We'll pick up the control word. All of our camps are up, so you're like, wow, what are you going to do next? All of them are up. So we'll just push top side. Since Grag's stuff's coming up here, there's a chance he might try to cheese us since he's desperate. On top of that, we can take blue Gromp same time, which is faster than going bot side. Plus, bot side doesn't look really gankable right now, so top side is definitely the better option. We need to pull this back. We almost reset that. That was way too close. You don't have to take them at the same time, but it's something you should work into. I'm gonna go gank top. Don't scare him. You can communicate with your teammates. Don't annoy them too much with your pings. Generally, try to avoid doing red pings on your teammates. If you are, try to type something before you do it, so they know you're not just trying to be malicious. A lot of times on Evelynn, your teammates will just walk up and scare them away for no reason. That's why I'm saying, like, don't scare them. And then your teammates will generally just stand there and let you do your thing. Go for Emax second. We're going to auto-attack and Q him, E reset. Your E is a massive auto-attack resetter. Lux wants to die, clearly. We already knew her flash and berry was down from our previous gank, so we didn't need to burn R. We can repeat gank top. Gragas red buffs up. Ezreal can stay. Doesn't matter that he's low. I'll go ahead and take these while I'm waiting. We're keeping Gragas really far behind. He's not able to farm his camps because I'm just taking them, or he's just straight up dying. I'm going to pull these away from the bush. We don't want him to pop outside of the bush. We want Mundo to show up. He doesn't have any magic resist. He's just chilling on armor items right now, so he's really easy for us to kill. We do want to back soon, especially after we get a kill. I don't know why Ezreal went this way. We're going to charm into blue smite, walk up. Hit him with the R. And cool, Ezreal picked up the kill. I'm shocked I didn't kill the Mundo. Granted, he does have a bunch of bonus magic resist in his kit, but he doesn't have any in his actual items. Just go ahead and reset. I don't want to stay for turret plates because my camps are up, so is Dragon. If Dragon was down, I'd be more likely to stay for plates, but I'm also sitting on a full item buy, so... Ooh. Actually, I should have stayed for one plate. I can't afford my Majayas. That sucks. If you have a bigger brain than me and you actually realize how much gold you have, you'll definitely do a lot better than I do. Because obviously I have a smooth brain. So, yeah, we should have taken a plate. We would have gotten our mesh there. Oh, well. At least we're sitting on full proto belt. What's my mouse speed? I think it's like 1700 DPI. In game it's just default. Out of game it's like 1700 DPI. It's just whatever you're comfortable with. Some people have absurdly high ones. Some people have really slow ones. Depends. Also, kind of depends on your mouse pad or the surface of what your mouse is on. Whether it's like a slick wooden table or like, you know, it really just does depend on your setup. We do want to get mesh and wrap this game up. As you start to build leads, you'll be taking your own camps less and less. You'll be pushing out every time your ult's up or every time you see a free gank on the map. So we're actually going to skip red buff, push towards Herald. We have a potential gank here since our R's up and he's pushing, and we have Herald option as well. Biggest mistake noob Evelynn players make is they get turbo fed and then they kind of just sit in their jungle the whole game. Let's go ahead and use my R. I don't want to mess with it. I still have my proto belt as well. I guess I should say rocket belt. The Riot item team is really cool. They changed the name to something even cooler than proto belt. So yeah, it's rocket belt. Our blue buff's up in like 50 seconds. Mundo's already respawned. We can go back top. I don't want to step on a ward. There's a good chance he has a normal ward in one of these bushes since he was here recently. So we're gonna pull back, go invisible. We'll head back up here. Yeah, we'll pinch. Yeah, here it is. I still have my rocket belt as well. You can also use your rocket belt to clear waves like this. Generally, I wouldn't recommend that. Normally, what you end up using it for is... So as your charms proccing on them, if they kind of get away from you, you're going to rocket belt and then E them. Because your E is a tiny dash, and your rocket belt is just a tiny dash. So typically rocket belt into E. I'm sitting on my Herald right now too. I have it really fresh, so there's really no rush to lay it. Typically when I lay Heralds, when I have a big lead on Evelynn, I want to get at least 2 turrets with it. I don't only want to finish off a turret. Depending on how the game's going though, you'll have different criteria for when or why you want to use it. Yeah, I'll probably just run this chick down. Never mind. She hurts. She's full HP. Well, she's actually trying to reset. She's so doomed here. Oh, what? Wait, what just happened? Oh, Lux hit me with her R. I have the game on colorblind mode and I still couldn't see it. Since Lucian had more HP than me, technically Lucian should have tanked first, but I didn't think it was gonna matter. That was a really good ult by the Lux. To finish off your build, you normally get a Lich Bane and a Rabadon at this point, picking up Majais if you have 10 stacks on your Dark Sill. Then you'd continue to stack more and more AP depending on what you needed. If you guys enjoyed this Evelynn jungle guide, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and feel free to come chat and chill live on stream. We stream 5 days a week. My name is KingStix. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.